Hey prospectors, it's Manny. Smelting steel ingots isn't very simple, and while all the information is out there, I wanted to make it easier and put a video together that will help walk you through all the stuff you need to craft in order to make steel ingots. Before we start, if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button and ding that notification bell so you know when there's new videos. And if you're looking for someone to game with, you can find me and other players in the Militia Discord server. The link is in the description below. Alright, first things first, in order to smelt steel, you'll need to be level 20 so that you can actually use the tier 3 tech. For the needed tech, you'll need everything from my previous video about making iron ingots, which I'll put a link in the description below. Plus, you'll also need the Anvil Bench. You'll need the Textiles Bench, which is all the way over here. You'll need this Textiles Bench. You'll need the Mortar and Pestle. You'll need steel bloom, recipe for that. You'll need the machining bench, which is tier 3. You have to get that anyway. And then you'll need the cement mixer and the concrete furnace to actually finally smelt the steel. Now, making steel is very resource intensive, so there are a few things you need to farm up first. You'll need about 40 rope, which require 5 leather each, and you'll need about 125 iron ingots to craft all the needed tech to smelt the steel. We'll also need to make epoxy. There's 2 ways to make epoxy. There's one involves sulfur and tree sap. The other one involves crushed bone. However, to do the crushed bone, you actually need to use another additional point in tech to get the crushed bone blueprint. I like to, when possible, not spend my points, so I'm going to go the route for epoxy. So first thing we're going to make is the Anvil Bench, which we actually make from our crafting bench. If we look in here, it's going to require 40 iron ingots, 20 wood, and 10 stone. Really easy to make. I made mine already and put it over here. So once we have that made, what I make this first for a few reasons. One, the first thing you do need nails. You need iron nails in order to craft a lot of the other things. But the other reason is to get myself an iron pickaxe and an iron knife, because it really helps me get the leather, because the yield from making the iron knife is it's 100% more yield. It's twice as much yield, and the same thing with the pickaxe. Not quite 100%, but it feels like 100% yield. And you'll get a lot more. So you can go refarm iron and stuff like that for only using 6 iron ingots. And the knife's a little bit more because it requires nails and 6 iron ingots as well. So 12 iron ingots you're wasting, but the yield you get from using both these things to get the leather you need for the rope and the iron pickaxe is well worth it. The next thing we're going to have to craft is a textiles bench, which is crafted in here as well. So you need 60 fiber, 20 sticks, 50 wood, and 12 stone. Once you have all that, then you can come over to your actual bench. And when you look in here, we're going to be crafting rope, which is only 5 leather for each. So you're going to have to actually craft a bunch of that. I've already made all the rope I needed. I have 40 pieces of rope. I believe that's all I need. I can make some more. I have some additional leather if I need it. So now the next thing we're going to craft is the mortar and pestle. So in order to do that, we actually go to our crafting bench, and we need 4 silica ore and 12 stone to craft that. And the nice thing about this is the mortar and pestle, you can actually put it anywhere. I actually put it on top of the crafting bench, which is, I think, a good place for it. So once you're in here, then we can craft our epoxy, which for us, we need to actually craft some tree sap and a bunch of epoxy from that. So we're going to craft our tree sap, which is made from 4 sticks. We have a bunch of sticks. Let's just max it out. We'll actually go 50. Craft it. It's quick. Then we're going to get here, and we're going to craft our tree sap. Actually, we're just going to go back and craft it all. We're probably going to need a lot more. Yes, we will need more. But this will start. So we'll take the epoxy out, leave the tree sap in there. Then what we're going to do is craft our machining bench. So you need 20 wood, 12 stone, 120 iron nails, 40 iron ingots, 10 epoxy, and 24 rope. So we'll just start that crafting. And remember, we got the nails from the Anvil Bench, we get the rope from Textiles Bench, and the epoxy came from the Mortar and Pestle. All right, so now we take this, we'll throw it down on our bar so we can deploy it somewhere. Hopefully I have enough room in here, because I am running out of room. All right, so now we have that. Now the last things we need to create we actually need the concrete mixer first, and then we need to actually make the concrete furnace. So because we need concrete mix, which comes from the concrete mixer, we have to make that first. All right, so at this point, we're going to actually make our cement mixer, which requires 50 wood, 40 stone, 20 iron ingots, 8 rope, and 8 iron nails. So we're going to actually craft that now. We'll put it also in our bar. And then it's going to be, we're just going to throw it somewhere. So it actually, like, it's going to be in the way of like the textiles bench or something. All right, so now that we have our cement mixer, we can actually make our cement. We need 20 cement for to craft the concrete furnace. So let's just start crafting that now. And in order to make 20 concrete mix, you need 20 tree sap, 160 stone, and 80 silica ore. Now I went over everything except for the silica ore is just found out and about. It looks just like stone, but it has some darker patches in it. That's all. All right, let's speed this up. So we're gonna transfer that cement mix over to our inventory, go back to our machining bench, and we can now craft our concrete furnace. So craft it. Throw that down in our inventory. Now what we can do is we can remove this one because we no longer need the stone furnace because the concrete one will do the same things plus more. So we will drop this right in there. All right. So now that we have this, now we need to actually make some steel bloom. And that is done through, let me get my steel back. That's actually done through the Mortar and Pestle. So in here I have coal already in here. So I'm going to throw my iron ingots in here. Now there's 2 ways you can make this. I actually have iron ingots. You can actually make it from iron ore, 6 iron ore and 1 coal ore, or 3 iron ingots and 1 coal ore, which is essentially the same thing because it takes 2 iron ore to make 1 ingot. So it's irrelevant if you're already smelted it all, it's fine. So, or if you haven't smelted it all, you can just use it raw, not a big deal. So we're gonna max it out. We can make 4. All right, and there's our 4. So we're gonna bring those over to our inventory. We're actually going to grab some wood because I know I didn't put any. And we're going to open up the concrete furnace. And we're going to throw our steel bloom in here. And we're going to throw our wood down here. And we're going to say activate. And we're actually going to make steel ingots. So as you can see here, we're going to do iron ingots now and copper ingots still. So that's what we did in the other furnace. We don't need it anymore. So we could actually just destroy this one if we wanted to. Get the raw stuff. So there you go. There you have it. We are now making steel ingots. I know it's kind of a roundabout way. You can actually make the steel bloom really early, but you can't do anything with it until you get the concrete furnace because it cannot be done in, it can't be smelted in the stone furnace. So as always, I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, please hit that like button below and leave a comment if you have any questions. I'll do my best to answer them. If you'd like to see more content like this, then please smash the subscribe button. You can also follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Maniocrity, where I stream Friday, Saturday, and Sunday evenings starting at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I'd be happy to answer any questions live on stream. Till next time, prospectors, happy hunting.